Hello and welcome to this week's video. My name's John and welcome to my channel, Chair View Chronicles Life in Motion. I'm a disabled wheelchair bound photographer and content creator based in the northwest of the UK, so let's get into it. Have you ever wondered how you can click remarkable bird photography while being wheelchair bound? The revolutionary OM1 Systems OM1 has dramatically amped up my photography journey, and I can't wait to spill my secrets. As a photographer who moved from having limited mobility to possessing limitless creativity, I've discovered how the Micro Four Thirds system has become a powerhouse tool for photographers of all abilities. So to the disclaimers, OM Systems, DJI, have not asked me to make this video. All opinions are mine and mine alone, and haven't been influenced in any way, shape or form. As a wheelchair-bound photographer, hunting for the right camera system wasn't just about preference, it was critical for my ability to create extraordinary images. The game-changing OM Systems OM1 has played a massive transformative role in my life. My brilliant setup includes the OM Systems OM1, the 12-100 f4 IS Pro, the 100-400 f5 to 6.3, and the 1.4 teleconverter. It's a perfect mix that's revamped how I photograph birds in their natural settings. Now, traditional camera systems were often overwhelming with their heavy gear, intricate setups and challenging handling. Wildlife photography seemed a distant dream, but the tide turned with the OM system, formerly Olympus. Now, I have had the OM1, OM1 Mark III, OM5 previously to this camera. Now the OM1 is packed with cutting-edge features like AI subject detection for animals, planes, trains and automobiles, and unstoppable best-in-class image stabilisation. It's a dream machine for photographers of all abilities. Not just impressive features, the system's lightweight from nature sets it apart. Weighing less than 4 pounds, my complete setup surprisingly provides me with an equivalent reach of up to 1,120mm with the teleconverter attached. For someone shooting from a seated position, this is a groundbreaking development. A wheelchair photographer's perspective, at the very first touch of the OM1, I could tell it was special. Its ergonomic design with the spectacular placed buttons facilitate one-hand operation while managing my wheelchair. The interactive touch interface and customisable buttons let me create a workflow in sync with my unique needs. What truly won me over was the ease of attaching the 12-100 and the 100-400 lenses. A must for those occasions you can't use both hands. A helpful flip-out screen has become my right hand, enabling comfortable viewing angle from my seated position. Now allow me to share my tried and tested settings owned by countless field hours. So to the camera settings, I use AI bird detection system, which is a true game changer for perfect bird spotting. Pro capture mode set on H, which gives you continuous autofocus at 50 frames a second, and I set my shutter speed at 1/1000th per second. Auto ISO capped up at 6400, and obviously the continuous autofocus enabled with the ever reliable subject detection, all set to take remarkable images. Custom configuration, I've assigned the AF on button to the front function button as well, and the Pro Capture to the top right for seamless operation with limited hand mobility. Powerhouse combination of a 7.5 stop image stabilisation and the 100-400 lens delivers razor sharp images even when shooting handheld from my wheelchair. Rolling the OM1 out in the field. On a recent trip to Martin Mere, the system reaffirmed its worth. The lightweight configuration let me navigate tricky terrains with my gear firmly mounted on my knee. I bagged some phenomenal shots of the flamingos just as the sun was breaking over the top of the trees. With the camera's accurate subject detection maintaining sharp focus despite my wheelchair's movements on bumpy ground. Analysing the OM1 system straight from the user's lens upside. A lightweight system tailor-made for photographers facing mobility challenges. Unbeatable stabilisation for capturing sharp images from a seated stance. Smart AI tracking that makes up for limited mobility. Gunny system with weather sealed throughout on your pro lenses and responsive touchscreen for hassle-free operation. So the downsides, the battery life's good but could be better. I always have 2 batteries whenever I go out. Now everyone goes on about the small sensor being bad in low light performance, but with the 7.5 stops of image stabilisation, the best I've ever got is a 10-second long handheld exposure, and it was tack sharp, and that's been my best. I constantly get 1 to 2 seconds, no problem. Here's why the OM1 system deserves your consideration. The OM system OM1 and the new OM1 Mark II is beyond a regular camera. It's a freedom card for photographers with physical limitations, whether you're a wheelchair user, someone with limited mobility, or a photographer seeking a more compact setup. This system offers unparalleled results without any trade-off. Photography isn't about physical prowess, it's about having a vivid vision, harnessing creativity and using the right tools that cater to you. The OM1 has gifted me the wings to take stunning bird shots that defy my constraints in a wheelchair, and I am thrilled for it, and will never do without the OM systems, and I hope it can do the same for you. So today's one, we're at Sanke Valley, one of my regular haunts. I haven't been for 5 months. I have been ill for the past few months with severe infections, and it's my first proper day out. Last week's video you seen, I was still in bed, and I did the review of the Enhancer Film Emulation Pro for the Lightroom and Photoshop. And today I've come to Sanke Valley to do some bird photography. I'll get some shots as we go along, and I'll talk through the settings. Fingers crossed I see the kingfisher, but I'm not holding up much hope. I've only seen it about 3 times in about 4 years or something like that. And I've just been speaking to a guy before I started making this video, and right behind me in that tree behind, as you can see behind me, yesterday he was sat at this bench where I am for over an hour, and there was 2 woodpeckers, I think it's spotted woodpeckers or something. He watched them up and down the trees, and he's also seen a mink, and deers have been spotted as well running about. So fingers crossed, that would be a dream to see all that. I'm not holding up much hope, but I'm just out to get some fresh air, made this quick video, and we'll see how we get on. Now arrived at the basin. This is where the kingfisher usually sing. He's not here as of yet, so I'll tilt my wheelchair back and just have a chill and wait to see what I can see. I'll flip it around now, and then you can see what it's like. There's a lovely golden tree around there. Like I said, this is where the kingfishers usually sing, because in that tree there comes down, comes to the others, and just all the little fish. You've got the canal bit, so that's all wild garlic, and the smell's amazing. Well, as of yet, there's nothing here. If you carry on down that path though, it takes you to Carmel Dam, which is the biggest dam in the UK. I'll get the drone up in a bit, have a good look round here and see what I can see. That's what my settings are. So that's the settings that I use. I'm on 1000 per second. That should be F4, I'll change that in a minute. And then also ISO, the continuous autofocus, and the pre-capture high res, which is 50 frames a second. So let's tilt back and see what we see. So I've been here in the basin for about an hour and a half. I've just been told that a sparrowhawk actually killed a kingfisher last week. I know it's nature, but gutted it's not here now. Nothing, there's only a few ducks and that, so I've done some landscape shots. Pull them pictures up that I've got now, and the pictures of me walking back, and I'll explain some of the settings as I go along. Let's make our way back. So I'm going to do a landscape shot, well, woodland shots I should say. I'll show you my camera settings. So as you can see, I'm at 12mm, 20-second exposure, f16 and ISO low 80. I'm using the Live ND feature on the OM1, which is the computational photographer. Using this tree in the right hand side, and then the leading lines of the water going into the distance. So set that now. Focus a third of the way and let it go. Let it do its thing. Like I said, there's not much to shoot today, so I'm just trying to find the odd little thing I can. And this is a nice scene. I don't know how it's going to come across on the photo, but I'll show you in the... so there's in camera, the reflections have come through, and the greenery on the trees come nice, and the moss in the middle is almost glowing, so that I'm happy how that's turned out. So for my next shot, I'm just going to cross the bridge. There's a tunnel Lagos Straits underneath all the hills here, and you got some fast flowing water. So I'll spin you around, show you the settings for this one. So as you can see, I'm at f16, ISO 80, and I'm shooting at 40 seconds. Hopefully that should give me some nice movement on the water. So as you can see, like I've got this, so I've got this tree on the right hand side, and then this tree on the left end, and I've got that just off on the top of the rule of third box at 40 seconds. So I'll focus away in and let it go. We'll see how this one looks. So yeah, apparently there's loads of bats and everything in that cave, and there's a wagtail keep flying past. I'll see if I can get that once I've got this picture. It's now finished, let's have a look at it. Well, that's come out really nice. You can see the long exposure of it. I'm happy how that looks. Get that on the computer and I'll put that picture up now. I've just got a picture of that yellow bird, don't know what it is, I'll put it up. The settings for it was F4, subject detection with birds, ISO 1000. Well, the picture I'm taking now is of some steps going up to the next tier. Looks nice with the soft light coming through the trees, really does look nice. So on my settings is a 7.1. At 1/200th of a second and ISO 200. I'll spin you around so you can see the shot. So that's the shot. So I've got this in the bottom third, leading up, coming round, and then into top right hand third. So I'm using the rule of thirds with the lines, sweeping lines coming across, and then the soft light coming in through the trees at the background. So you like that picture, and I'll put that up now. Unfortunately, not many birds about at all. I've never seen it so quiet. But I've got a few landscape shots, so I hope you do enjoy them in the drone shot, Sanke Valley. But yeah, it's another video we had planned at the start. The main thing is I got out. I feel loads better just by getting out. Like I said, I was on the downward spiral again of the severe depression due to obviously the infections that I've had. I'm not getting out for weeks. It's been horrendous. Like I said, I've been bedbound for weeks. It's been absolutely horrendous again. But finally out, and as always, like I said, I'll put the out photography out to depression up here somewhere. Now, I go into detail, like I said, about my condition and stuff. If you do want to check that out, please do watch that. Get to understand it maybe more. But regarding this video, like I said, I've got out. Not got the shots I wanted, but I still got some nice shots. I'm happy with what I've took. But the main thing is I've got out, got some fresh air, and just that fresh air has done me the world of good. But if you are suffering with severe depression or anxiety, I know it's difficult. Like I said, been there, got the t-shirt, I'm still wearing the t-shirt. Just force yourself, just get out, just get some fresh air. Go to your local park, go to your local woodlands, whatever's nearby. You know, if there's anything that you can take away from this video is please get out, speak to somebody. You know, there's always somebody to talk to, because I know what it's like. It's so difficult living with depression, anxiety, you know, so please do reach out to somebody. Don't miss out on next week's video, which is a tutorial on upbeat music. This is where I source all my inspiring tunes, and the new Mogarts is simply sensational. So I want to say a big thank you for taking this journey with me today. So yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching this week's video. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend, and I shall catch you on the next one. Cheers, out.